Number one, Minesh Boxy, The Secret to Creating Jobs. The Secret to Creating Jobs, Minesh Boxy.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. What I'm here to share with you is the secret to creating jobs. The secret is simple and profound. But the reason I'm sharing this is very simple to me as well, is because most people in the country, in the world, don't seem to understand it. And the secret is something which works everywhere on the planet. There is not one place where it doesn't work. So you must be saying, Minesh, how do you know the secret? What makes you the expert? First of all, I'm a business consultant, and I've written a few different books, just to give you some sample of them. One of the books is called Stop Hiring Losers. Another one is Network Your Way to $100,000 and Beyond. You Will Overcome, and 30-Day Total Business Makeover. So what I want to share with you is based on my experience of having worked with different businesses during the last 10, 12 years, and also being in the corporate environment for over 20 years. Recently, I went to India, where the economy is booming. Real estate prices are going up 25 to 50% a year. People are very optimistic. People are spending money like crazy. Businesses are really thriving. On the other hand, let's take a look at Detroit. The city has 25% unemployment. People who have lost jobs do not able to seem to find the light at the end of the tunnel. What is the difference? And that difference is the secret. It's a principle like the gravity. You can argue about it, you can debate it, but when you jump off the Empire State Building, better have your parachute, because it is very objective. It doesn't care what you think, it works. So Minesh, what's the secret? Let me tell you here. The secret is jobs are created by businesses that are growing. Very simple. Let me repeat it differently here. Businesses that make profit, looking to expand, hire people. Now the question is, how do we create an environment where businesses are thriving? How come it's not happening everywhere? And obviously we are not seeing that happening in the country as well. There are a number of things which could be done, but I'll talk about four things, four steps that can be taken in order to create a very positive environment. Because see, if businesses are not profitable, they don't have the money to expand and hire more people. The first thing is lower taxes. The second is less government intrusion and regulation. The third, low cost of energy. And the number four is curtailing the influence of destructive unions. Let me give you an example of each one of those, okay? The first one is lower taxes. I'm sure you know that some places have more taxes than other places. Let me use Texas as an example. Texas has no state income tax, and if you went down the list, which Forbes recently compiled of a study, the top 5 places where you could find jobs, all 5 are in Texas. The same study also found the worst place to find jobs, worst city, was Detroit. What a coincidence. Interesting, isn't it? Detroit has city tax, income tax, and you can name it. The second thing which I want to talk about is government regulation. I'll give you an example of a friend who has a restaurant in Troy. It's a nice restaurant, thriving restaurant, has been doing well for a while, and they decided that they have enough space for the patio in the summer so people could enjoy outdoors while dining. So they applied for a permit, and in Troy, the bureaucrats took about 3 months to finally give them a permit. They applied somewhere in April, May, and by the time they got it was end of August. Why? because the government bureaucrat doesn't care about you or your business. He's still going to get that salary every month, like clockwork. Let's take a different look at India. One of the cars which has become very popular in the world is the cheapest car called Tata Nano. The state chief minister in Gujarat, in India, took a few days to get all the licenses for a car making plant which created 10,000 plus jobs. The third is low cost of energy. We don't want to drill here in this country, and we gave $2 billion to Brazil to drill in the Atlantic Ocean. If we don't come down on the price of gasoline, which as you know has been rising pretty fast, and if it goes anywhere close to 4, you can forget about anything positive happening in the economy. So my suggestion is, let's create more nuclear power plants and coal power plants, start drilling anywhere and everywhere so the gas price is curtailed. Number 4 is destructive power of unions. Right here is a good friend, Erica. Her boss used to work at a union when she was very young. And guess what? She didn't last very long. Why? She's an entrepreneur. She wants to create jobs for other people, be profitable. Union is not the place for that. And anywhere you look, wherever unions are more, businesses are not thriving as much. So those 4 things can be done. The question is, you must be saying, hey, I can't control all of that. I can't cut taxes. I can't do government regulation, etc. What do I do? But here's your choice. You have 2 choices. Come November, you're going to vote for one of the 2. You're going to vote for the person either who's going to raise taxes, government regulation, higher cost of energy, and more funding from union into their pockets. Or you are going to vote for the person who is going to cut taxes, regulations, increase the abundance of energy, and will not take a penny from the unions. If you vote for the right person, a year from now, economy will be returning back to more. Or the economy will be down the tubes. You choose! My suggestion. Let's toast, man.